my team, like, and maybe like we were dropping records and shit like that. We continue to put records out, but let's talk about if you want to isolate what was the vibe around Biz though. Who was defending me? Nobody. Nobody. X amount of, I call them brotherhood, not fans. These was brothers out there that was defending me because of what they felt I put in. And they was like, oh, hell nah, you ain't going to erase all that just because of this.
Yeah.
So they were there, but they still were unable to break this phantom zone kind of fall. You know what I'm saying? They couldn't stop an internet outlet from saying this and that. All they could do is go in the comments and just argue back, but you arguing with bots and spirits and Legion and Legion anyway. You argue quarreling with Legion. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna win that one.
True.
You know what I'm saying? That's Legion getting at you because it was a spiritual attack from the jump. My whole experience with hip hop was like a spiritual, you know what I'm saying? Like it was a spiritual battle.
Right. But the question then becomes why was it a spiritual, why you? Because if it's a spiritual battle, why were you chosen to be the one that's crucified and be that one?
Great question. Yeah. I wasn't chosen for it. We were all chosen. That's my whole point. Like when you talked about the names of the elders, the sharpest elders that I admired and idolized growing up and wanted to just have a fraction of their ability. And, I practiced and toiled and trained and worked to have it.
Right.
It wasn't like given to me. I worked for it.
You worked for it.
The same sort of reverence that I had for them and still have. We were all carrying the hip hop flag, no matter what region of the earth you were from. We were all, I thought we were all carrying this hip hop flag, this flag where anywhere rap is playing or rap is listened to, this one is held in that regard, but you're held in that regard all over, right?
Right.
I thought there was some kind of league, there, some type of justice league there. And then I realized it was only doom. You know what I'm trying to say? And so what I'm saying to you is I wasn't chosen. We all were. We all in this together. You know what I'm trying to say? When the thing was going on with 2 Live Crew and old girl was trying to stop freedom of speech and all that, that was affecting all of us.
True indeed.
When Luke pushed back with that, if Luke did that for us all.
Right.
He made that choice for him and his group.
He made that choice.
I'm sorry.
He made that choice.
He was putting that seed. He had to do that because he knew. I mean, look at him now. When you look up Luke, it's the same dude. If he didn't do the pushback, all of rap was going to be finished. When certain artists that you see came out and was pushing back, they was pushing back for all of us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But so the way I see it, I wasn't chosen. We were all chosen. And my thing is, once you see that happen like that, and then nobody rallies around, I'm talking about artists. I'm not talking about fans and brotherhood and people who buy records. I'm talking about people who have
the fraternity
tethers, people who were tethered to it.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
Connected. And so where was that? You feel me? So that's how I know that, you know what, man, this shit ain't real. You know what I'm trying to say? Like everything else that I've been a part of in my life and, you know what I'm saying, joined and taken oaths to or whatever, like, yo, dog, they hold you down. They don't leave you behind. You know what I'm saying? They come get you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If the third happens, somebody is there to, you know what I mean? Like speak to the family to somehow, show respect, honor, pay reverence to for work done.
But
you know what I'm trying to say? For work put in. I wasn't chosen. I know I wasn't chosen.
But
I feel like we were all chosen. And I'm gonna say this, and I want you to say what you're saying.
Yeah.
Because what I realized after that is like, they all going through the same thing, and they don't even realize it. Like they think that it was just Canibus that got that. They don't get it. Like, yo, you're in the same situation. So are you, and so are you. Because look at some of them. Look what they going through.
True indeed.
Look what they going through.
But
Is they shit better off? Like, are they better off for having let the brother go through that? Or are they worse off? Because remember, that brother was the first with a website. He was talking to niggas about the internet before niggas even had a computer. He was trying to build some type of infrastructure, not just trying. He spent money like 6 figures or better when he had it to build infrastructure that we not just, had lion's share ownership in, that we controlled. And we would be able to, steer the ship our way. Like, this is what the brother was doing. And look how y'all let that, you know what I'm saying? Y'all didn't even, there was no safety net for him. And then y'all ran and did your version of what he did, which is selfish, because, my shit was service to others. Even though on the mic, it sounded like service to self, but look at my actions. Look at the artists that I put on. Look at the group tracks, like the amount of artists that I featured with over the many years. Just go look at them. Look at the amount of artists that I shared mic time with, right? And gave them opportunity. All right, man, I don't know if you're trying to go at some kind of crown, because it's invisible anyway. Even if you think it's a crown, it's an invisible crown. And a bald head for a cold crown. And that's another saying for another time. But everyone got a chance to get off the bench with me and play on the field, which is all I wanted to do. I wasn't chosen. All I wanted to do was get off the bench and play on the field with the greats. And what happened was everybody knew that, you know what I'm saying? They might not have felt that that's what I was doing, but I was young. So I always say, knowledge is your left leg, wisdom is your right. And together they take you up the staircase of understanding. So these dudes supposed to have either the knowledge or the wisdom. Yeah. So where's the understanding? Why didn't you look at the youngin', you know what I'm saying, who was in his 20s, and then when he was going through the other crucifixion, he was in his 30s. Why didn't you look at him and say, use that knowledge and the wisdom up the staircase of understanding?
Here's what I think.
And say, all right, I'm listening.
Here's what I think, Canibus. Remember, like you said earlier, they got dropped off. See what I'm saying? When you made that transatlantic slave trade, them brothers got dropped off. Your lineage went to the island of the rebels. So you're operating on a whole different frequency. You're operating on a situation that's really, they can't even understand it. You coming from Garvey. You coming from the homeland of Garvey. You understand what I'm saying? When you talking about knowledge of self, all knowledge of self goes back to Garvey. So your bloodline is much more pure than that. They can't withstand, the average rapper could not withstand what you went through on that stage. Who else was built for?
Yo, 100%. Yo. 100%. Listen to me, man. Yo, listen, man. Praise the creator for giving you the insight to feel what I'm saying.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Visualize what I'm saying, as opposed to just, grabbing on to what sounds good. Like what you're saying is it is the only description outside of my own that I could look at and say, all right, true indeed. Because they thought, they sat there and they really thought like, yeah, good, get him out of here. You know what I'm saying? Get him out of here. Not realizing that, and imagine that, like where, you live through that.
I couldn't.
Right?
I can't.
Imagine you live through that. And then, now like you see a release of these 2 records and shit, a lot of folks come out, they be like, yo, I love like this hip hop or whatever. Like the brotherhood, you know what I'm saying? The fans, the brotherhood, like they love it. And I love them. The whole thing is, even not all of them, there are a few in there that are really gifted. We talking about Indigo. I don't even know if they're from here. I just feel like it's many of whoever's left, which includes UCL and G Green. Yeah. Y'all for sure is a cut from the cloth, the original cloth.
Oh man.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Man.
But now the ones